The situation is tense in the suburb of Malvern, east of Johannesburg this morning, after more than 50 shops were looted. Some were also set alight, and police fired stun grenades to stop the looters and arrested 12 people. Shops were also looted in nearby Jeppestown yesterday morning. An SABC crew was prevented from filming when they arrived at the scene and were advised to leave the area. And we cross now to SABC reporter Gillian Pillay. Gillian, good morning. So if you can just give us a sense of what is currently happening, as we've been hearing, if you can also confirm to us that some cars have been set alight in many of the dealerships that dot Malvern.
A very good morning to you, Sakina. Police really having their hands full with the situation here down in Jeppe. We are currently located in Jewel Street, and what you can see, and I'm going to step out of the shot so you can get a sense of what we saw when we drove down here this morning. You can see quite a few emergency services and a lot of police really in this area trying to contain the situation. What you see is quite a lot of an aftermath as such of cars that were set alight, what we understand as early as midnight last night, as well as some shops also being torched, but quite a lot of destruction can be seen here in the street. Police now trying to basically just contain the situation, but also firefighters on the scene. They have obviously been working tirelessly to douse the flames and the fire that came with that kind of destruction last night. I understand that more than 20 people have been arrested following these events, and I am joined now by police spokesperson Captain Mavele Masundo. Captain, you guys have quite your hands full this morning. I think that the question is how much destruction took place here.
Yes, I must say that it's quite a lot. We've got quite a lot of number of shops that have been damaged. We've got cars that have been set alight. But I must say that we managed to contain the situation. The people that we've arrested so far, it's about 25. And we've got police officers on the ground. We've got our intelligence on the ground to find who are the other people that are responsible for all these damages.
I know there's a lot of reports going around about what exactly is the cause of this. From what we understand is a building, people died in a building as early as yesterday morning, and then we saw this happening. What is, from your investigations, what is the cause behind this?
Well, what happened basically is that yesterday morning, around about 5, we received a call that there was a building that was burning in Jeppestown. We immediately rushed to the scene. Indeed, when we got there, we found that there is a building that burnt down, and preliminary investigation revealed that 3 people died inside that building. But the cause of fire was unknown at this stage. We managed to obtain statements from the people that around that were around that vicinity, and the people that are staying in the building who survived. But I must say that during that situation, the people that were there is then that they started to go to the shops that are around that area. They started to break into those shops. They started to loot in those shops. But that time, we managed to contain the situation. We arrested 4 people that time, and some of them were found with stolen properties. And we managed to contain the situation. It was fine all during the day. At night is then that it started. They started to come here at Jewel Street. They started to damage the cars, they damaged the properties, they started to loot. Again, we had to rush here. We managed to arrest some of the suspects, but we believe that there are people that are still on the run that are responsible for this damage, and we believe that it's just a matter of time before we make more arrests.
Is this in any way related to the recent weeks of we saw foreign nationals clashing with police? This particular violence, is it in any way related to that?
We cannot confirm to say it's related to attack on foreign nationals, because if you take, for example, one of the shops that were damaged or set alight, it's Pep Store. we've got a ShopRite that was also damaged. As for now, we cannot confirm to say the attack was directly to foreign nationals, but that will form a part of of our investigation. But we are telling the people, the shop owners, that please let them come forward and tell us about the damage that has been caused in their properties. But we've started with our investigations.
Just give us a sense of, is it only this particular street where we've seen the bulk of the damage?
For now, it's in this street, Jewel Street in Malvern. But our police officers are all over now to make sure that all the area is safe for now, no further damage that is caused.
So, Kina, as you heard, that is our SAPS spokesperson, Captain Mavele Masondo, giving us a sense of the kind of operations underway here. As we said, quite a lot of damage, a lot of car dealerships and a lot of cars being set alight, quite a few shops also being set alight, and emergency services really working around the clock from what we can understand since midnight last night to try and contain the situation. A lot of police out here trying to really contain what seems to have been a flare-up of what they're not really sure of at this stage. Sakina, back to the studio.
Well, thank you so much. Our reporter Gillian Pillay out in Malvern this morning.